Hello players, Rhaegar here for another video. Today's video is a RPG a day video. Today's video is the 27th in these lines of questioning, hosted by the Autocratic channel for talking about RPGs and bringing a great awareness of them in the month of August. And today's question on this list is favourite idea for merging two RPGs into one. Now this question for me is an interesting one. For Rhaegar's never really had a problem with coming up with ideas about messing around with games, systems, settings, mechanics. I like to take things apart, I like to play with them, I like to see how different ideas interact and stuff. I don't just like to play games, this is both in tabletop and video games. I like to think about how they're put together, how they work, what makes a successful one, what makes one that doesn't really do too well, to find the weak points and the strengths in the systems and the approaches that these games take to what it is they're trying to accomplish. So for me, choosing an idea that's my favourite for merging two games into one is nearly impossible for me, because I see the different merits of each idea and the problems associated with them and the kind of challenges that would be inherent in trying to do them. So I don't have a favourite, because I know they all have their own unique, exciting opportunities and kind of, things that would come about in the development of them. So I don't have a favourite that I can think of, wholeheartedly. But obviously you want an answer. And the thing about ideas are great, but it's bringing them to fruition which is the challenging part. An idea is not the same as the execution of that idea. Two different things. One thing that Rhaegar's very good at one, but the other he knows is the harder job. And one day hopes he'll be better at both. But I do have an answer for you today. One I've been thinking about recently, I thought was an interesting idea, and sort of came about when we talking to people about how Pendragon works, and the notion of legacy and the passage of time. So what I think would be quite a cool idea would be to take the kind of timed campaign setting that you get in Pendragon, that each session, or usually also it's a couple of sessions, progresses through a timeline of a year. There's a sequence of yearly movement through a timeline where events can occur, things can change, and problems can be resolved, new problems can arise. I really like that because it gives a sense of history and legacy. So take that and take a kind of building your own noble house kind of idea that you find in the Game of Thrones RPG, in that you build up a house of militants, diplomats, scribes and such like, and that you take this house that the players create through this timeline and see what hijinks occur. Now the idea in itself, could be taken to any setting really. It doesn't have to be a fantasy setting, which those two fantasy settings sort of interconnected. You could create a timeline, or have a campaign timeline that comes with the book, assuming this is made to a product, with how you build the house up, but it could be settingless in itself. So you could take that and then put that into a setting that you want. So you could have it in as a kind of a kind of police force like Dread, and a house of investigators and lawmen going through a timeline in a cyberpunk-like futuristic city. Or you could take it and have it as a space travelling family, something like Dune-esque, and through a timeline of adventures, problems, diplomatic relations with other noble houses and races. So I think it's got a lot of potential, and it's great at creating a sense of reason to work together, because you're part of this one organisation, or a family, or a connected reason to stay together for your own benefit. And it also has this sense of legacy and development, that you want in an RPG, that time progresses in an understandable and hopefully easy way to GM fashion to create this nice epic story, you'd hope. And that's what it's all about for me, is creating memories and stories that people can enjoy. So that's kind of like an idea that I've been throwing around in my head for a while, and I thought it has some legs to it, but it would take a lot of work to bring to an acceptable level of publication, obviously. But it's certainly an idea I think that could work. And there you have it. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talk about slamming two ideas together and seeing what magic happens in the process in today's video, and that you will hopefully join me again tomorrow for my next RPG a Day video. Until then, guys, take care. Happy gaming.